Hi everyone, this is Anil. Welcome back to a Borderless Mind episode. Today we're here with Mr. Mohamed Kaabi, and he calls himself the Technology Optimist and a personal branding consultant. So, Mr. Mohamed, hi, how are
Hi.
you today?
Very good, thank you.
So, can you introduce yourself to our viewers today?
The topic of this podcast
Yes.
will explain, why it's for me maybe challenging to present myself.
Okay.
One of the things I say that we are not in a box.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe simply, I'm a Tunisian person from North Africa, and I live here in Dubai since 2007.
Mm-hmm.
That's an introduction, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. People want something else. What's your job title?
Mm-hmm.
Or what's your degree? I'm a computer engineer by trade. I came here as an IT manager. That's another level of introduction, right?
Yeah.
Then, no, what's your job title? Then, okay, I'm a personal branding consultant. I help people to be present online and in life as thought leaders and unique stories.
Yeah.
Is that all? No.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a business advisor.
Okay.
I'm a content creator. I'm a trainer. I'm a public speaker. I'm a future book writer. And that's why when you ask someone, present yourself, most of us, we go to something that is easy,
Mm-hmm.
our job title.
Yeah.
But it's not the issue is not only with us, because also the person in front of us,
Mhm.
it's easier for them to understand
Yeah.
when we give a job title. But I realized maybe that's our perception. Maybe we think it's easier for them to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when we do it the traditional way, it becomes boring. Maybe the person in front of us, they want to have something else. Tell me something interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you just say a title and then automatically in my brain, I will think of 10 people who have the same title,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so for me, I have a title, but it's, englobing everything else. I'm
Yeah.
a technology optimist.
Okay.
That's Mohamed Kaabi.
Technology optimist.
Correct.
Right. Let's get into that word actually. So
Right.
when I came across that, I was thinking like, what does it mean? Like,
Amazing.
what is it stands for? Like, I know what's the technical term of it, of course,
Right.
but why?
Well, maybe my background helped me. Being a computer engineer, I was studying AI in 2003. So
Wow.
very early, I started programming in 1991. I had like access to technology extremely early. A fun fact about Tunisia, we were the first Arab country to get access to internet. And
I don't know that.
so that served me, right?
Okay.
But then, why I say technology optimist? Because I believe that technology today is the biggest weapon or tool that the humans have ever had access to.
Mm.
So the technology makes me optimist for the future of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if we learn and if we use the technology as it has been created or for the reason it has been created for,
Mm-hmm.
the future is just brighter.
Yeah.
That's why I'm an optimist, because of the technology.
Wow. But 2003.
Yeah.
Did you not like, unlike a lot of people would not know what AI is? That was so early for you, 2003.
Last year I published a video about AI,
Yeah.
and I said whatever you are afraid about in the future has already happened.
Yeah.
All of the fear-mongering talk that is happening about AI today
Yeah.
is misled, because whatever people say, it will replace us, it will take our jobs.
Yeah.
No, it has already done that, and didn't do it in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like factually, in 1995, IBM developed a computer that beat the world chess champion Kasparov. In 1995, AI.
Wow.
That's what it did. In
Mm.
2015, Wall Street had 100,000 employees. A third was gone.
Wow.
A third, 50,000 people lost their jobs in 2015. So the point is, it's already happening.
Mm-hmm.
but so many other jobs are being created, so many other opportunities. The technology today is giving power, it's empowering people like we have never seen, right?
Yeah.
So when for me in 2003 I was studying, I didn't go so deep in AI, but it was very like understanding this concept that is like in the world. We knew that it was the future, but we didn't know it was the future. It's maybe it's one of my regrets, but maybe it's not, because if I was aware where we were going, I would have stuck to AI since that time, right? But now I'm happy where I am.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, but speaking like a lot of people, they think that it's just booming right now. As you said, it's already been there.
Yeah.
And it's making changes like machinery. Like if you see China, the way they have gone through and made like breakthroughs in AI, they're controlling everything. A lot of people used to tell me like white collar and blue collar jobs are something which is going to be really safe. But if you see China now, they have taken over everything. They don't need manpower for any machinery. They don't need manpower for anything.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I agree with
So,
you.
but then also you'll have the person who is developing that intelligence.
Yes.
So that's the job, right?
Yes.
But there are some jobs or there are some skills that we are not aware of. One of the best images about AI is I learned that AI could replace a doctor who is checking your X-ray report. Okay, you upload the picture and AI will analyze it to the finest details, and it will find through a database of millions of X-rays which ones are close and maybe which disease or not disease, right? But then AI cannot beat the nurse who is checking on you at night, who will tuck you on bed, who will feed you with empathy. It's not just a machine. No. That cannot do it. They cannot do it, right?
They don't have feelings.
Exactly. And that's why for us as humans, we have to understand our power. And we have to know how the technology can make us 10x, can make us exponential.
Yeah.
So what I believe in is that as humans, we can be exponential individuals, not one.
Wow. Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. AI is something which is going to help us. Like, as you said, like
it is helping us.
It is helping us. As you said, like
100%.
you could put an X-ray in ChatGPT and find out exactly what's happening to you, what's happening to your body. But again, as
with
you
a grain
said,
of salt, obviously,
absolutely.
because there are a lot of hallucination, and we still need the doctors,
Yeah.
we still need the lawyers, we still need, right?
And it's not 100% accurate,
Exactly.
There was a few days ago, if you saw the news, there was a person, he checked his scans, he had some brain issue, and he just put them on ChatGPT, and it was like, you're perfectly normal. 7 days later, he was found dead. 7 days later.
Yes.
So it's not 100%. A lot of people are blindly trusting this now.
But that's the point. AI in general, they can only give you an answer if they had a huge database of similar answers before. So for AI to give an accurate answer about an X-ray, they needed to compare it to 1 million of old X-rays with an accurate results, and they will have a statistical answer.
Not exactly the same.
Right. So it's gonna be like 95% it's this, and 5% it's this. And because it's a computer, 95% they round the number and it becomes 100%. The humans, no. We suspect, we ask, maybe not. Maybe it's the 1%, maybe it's the 0.1%, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the main differences.
Absolutely, yeah. This is called the Borderless show. So, main reason for me to do that is I find a lot of people coming across every borders, and the ideology is a bit different everywhere with culture, with this,
right?
With basically their mindset is a bit different as well. So here I'm trying to show people that no matter what border, we're all humans and we think alike, right? So as you said, this is something which is changing or already being changed, or we're living in it. So what do you think like the future holds for us? What do you think in this certain area of expertise you're in? What does the future hold?
There are a lot of things. So when we talk about the future, maybe we'll talk about the multiple industries. But I want to touch on the borderless. It's so beautiful.
Really, thank you.
Because historically, countries and tribes and all of the trade was based on the geographical borders. Everything is based on geographical orders. Even when you talk about the United Nations establishment or even before countries, it's like even individual farmers. This is my land, the border.
Yeah.
Right? Today with technology, no more borders.
Yes.
Literally, someone from Asia can be talking to someone from America, can be then putting someone from Africa, and without giving it a second thought.
Yes.
That's what fascinates me. It's not just, okay, let's plan. We have something from here, someone from here, and someone from here, and from the other continent, and which cables we need, and which gonna. No, just push of a button, and we are talking together.
Yes. Yes.
And this is so fascinating.
Yeah.
Borderless.
Yes.
Literally. So I wanted to congratulate you. I mean, it's a great name.
Yeah.
And I really believe in being in a borderless world today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All we've created ourselves is with borders and, differences between countries and this. I don't feel this in person. Like, when I speak to people, it's a different aspect. But when you see people making up stories in the news and, social media, you come across a lot. This is people who are spreading hate, which is, I think, is not very necessary because we're all humans end of the day.
Yeah.
And we just come with a different cultural experience.
The good thing is, you see, with humans, normally we don't come with a label.
No.
But today we are pushed to be always politically correct. So we become almost like copycats. Whereas the real human treasure is to be unique. Is to, when we meet, we don't have expectations.
Yeah.
When we meet, we can talk about sports, about food, about business, about history, about psychology, about humanity. There is no limit, right? And more importantly, that's how a human connection is built.
Yeah.
Because if it's just a transactional relationship, the relationship will be very weak. As soon as the transaction is done, there is no more reason to keep this relationship. But if we go deeper at a human level and we connect, that's where everything happens.
That's a beautiful connection.
That's how the world gets changed. Between the generations, every generation receives from the previous, they edit and they pass it to the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's how we are growing and that's how we are improving.
Yeah.
When we become working like machines, input, same work, output, there'll be no growth anymore. And as humans, I believe that we still need to be creative, innovative, coming up with ideas, failing, trying and failing. And then we'll come up with something that will really change the world.
Absolutely. I agree with you there, 100%. But, well, it's just a lot to take in when we have, I don't want to be like politically right or something.
Yes.
We're still in a 2025 and we're still talking about war. We're still talking about all these things. It's something which I still can't understand. And we're in a generation where we have young kids, they're looking at this in terms of like, what is the world going to be tomorrow, And I speak with a lot of my younger cousins. I speak to some of my friends. And, when I come across this question, like, what's going on in the world? Why can't we all live and, try to adjust? So this is why I said, like, borderless is something where I feel everyone should be treated the same, no matter where they come from and how much money they're in their pocket, So...
when you talk about wars, it's the fascination is, if you go 100 years ago, there was the First World War. How many from the world were aware that there is a world war happening?
Not many.
Not many, right? Being born in the 80s, I witnessed the first Gulf War, then the Afghanistan, then the second Gulf War, then I stopped counting, right? in Jerusalem. I witnessed in 88, in 2000, in 2006, in 2008, in 2012, and I can remember them.
Yeah.
So what's happening now, we are in 2025, these wars, they make you question even sometimes the humanity, because you are witnessing and you do nothing. What's going on?
Yeah.
Do we like we said earlier, if we want to beat technology, we have to have the empathy, the human emotions.
Yeah.
But it goes down to that. Are we still humans or we just machines? We see something in front of our eyes and do we just shut our eyes or just turn our head as if it's not happening? But it is happening.
Yeah.
Right? And the wars and the information wars, when I gave the comparison with 100 years ago, today there is really even wars that you don't understand. Many times reality doesn't seem like reality, or truth is not truth anymore.
Yeah.
It's like when it's true, it's true. When I show you this is like, this is blue, it's blue. It cannot be in the middle. No, but today with the politically correct, they try to tell you, no, maybe it's something else. No, it's not.
It's blue.
It's blue, right? Yeah, it's and that's the other side of the technology.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I believe, for me, my mission is to flood the internet with positive and valuable content.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's very important, and it is possible.
It's a mindset, when you come across, like, how the algorithm, is on social media as well.
Yeah.
They're trying to show you the negative bits, and all your mind is required to look for something which is going to be uplifting you. And a lot of times I think social media is your mood manager. Don't you feel?
Yes.
Like at the moment we're living in a generation where everything, everybody is there. So back in the day, as you said, 100 years ago when there were war, no one knew. Absolutely no one knew. And no one cared back then because they didn't get that information.
Exactly.
All they understood is we live and let live, and what's happening in my backyard is my problem.
Correct.
And today as well, we can't speak out. We can, but how can we? A lot of people I see, they still pushing every day, saying, stop this is not the way, these are kids, I don't want to get into the whole thing, but still, this is heartbreaking. So when you're watching 2 or 3 reels and then you're thinking, you know what? It's a mood manager.
It is. But also, see, sometimes you need something this big to happen to test.
Yeah.
Right. Life is a test. And if you don't get the real test, you cannot say that, hey, I passed it. So today what's happening is the real test to know which side you are on.
Yeah.
In history, literally. But also I want to go back to the algorithm part. The algorithm cannot know if something is negative or positive. The algorithm knows only one thing: numbers. It's a machine. It can only know numbers. It doesn't know the content.
Yeah.
What the video has.
Really?
It knows the numbers, because at the end of the day, the platforms, they want to have more retention. They want to keep people connected. So how do they assess that? What's the KPI? Is they look at the numbers. This video kept people connected. They did not skip, right? So the more content they see that is doing that, the more they will serve it.
Yeah.
Right? And as a consumer of content, if you go to your explore page today on any platform, you will see literally the kind of content you have been engaging with. In fact, if we open now all of our phones and we look at the explore page, it will be so different because we engaged with different types of content. In fact, the algorithm, they have one purpose, is to keep you connected. You open the app, they don't want you to log off. They don't want, right?
True, yeah.
The more you stay connected, the more ads you will see, the more money they make. So it's very simple. If you don't like what you are seeing, change what you are engaging with. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Many people claim, they are criticizing this type of content, but you are engaging with it. You are the one liking it or staying through the 5 minutes video or 1 hour live. the algorithm, it got a signal. You like this content.
Okay.
So now algorithm, I will give you more of this content.
But
it's very simple.
do you think that they're not trying to push a message, or they're not trying to show you something that they really want money from?
See, growing up in the traditional media, in TV channels,
Yeah.
we had literally educations where teachers would come and present the class.
Mm-hmm.
That type of content disappeared from TV. Now on TV, it's only entertainment.
Yeah.
And TV as a traditional media, it's a business-driven entity.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have more viewership to be able to sell ads.
Yeah.
So they checked what keeps people glued in front of their TVs. Entertainment.
Straight up.
It's the human nature.
Yeah.
And for me, I have to say it that way. It sounds simple or simplistic, but that's reality. Human nature, we are drawn towards these things, and we have to control ourselves.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sure. As you was talking about entertainment, you know that there is something in our nervous system that when you're at home,
Yes.
and you just don't want to watch something new, when you come across some entertainment stuff, do you often do this as well? Because 99 of the people I come across, they do the same thing. If you watch a show,
Yes.
you're gonna go back to it and watch it 5 times. Have you come across this?
Yeah.
do you know what the reason is for this?
Yes.
What?
So a great book I would recommend is called Hooked.
Okay.
And Hooked is how to build habit-forming products. Literally, it's a scientific process.
Yeah.
They are aiming to build a habit-forming product so that it becomes a habit to go watch that show or to
Again.
open that app
Again
and again.
Yeah.
So in Hooked, they put like it's a 4 steps. It's a trigger,
Mm-hmm.
action, reward, investment.
Mm-hmm.
So the trigger, you are at home,
Mhm.
you are feeling bored. They try to link the emotion of bored with the show or with the app,
Mm-hmm.
right? How to make it like a connection in your brain. Every time you feel bored, you do this,
Yeah.
right? So that's trigger.
Okay.
Then action is when you watch or publish or write a comment or post a photo,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the action you do. That's from you.
Yeah.
Then the variable reward, and it's variable. So you post a photo, you get 10 likes.
Mm.
Next day you post again, you get 15 likes. It's variable.
Yeah.
So in your brain, you say, okay, what will be the reward this time? This video, how many views it will get?
Yeah.
This video, and then you start craving that,
Yeah.
the reward. Then the investment is where this is what you are drawing, the spiral.
Yeah.
Because if you watched 5 minutes and you stopped, you don't feel that you need to go back and watch,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If you watch 2 episodes, it's like, now I'm invested.
Yes. You're hooked.
I'm in investment.
Yeah.
This is called, even in business, the cost of investment. Sometimes when you invest,
Yeah.
you cannot pull back.
Ah.
Because you say, I'm already in.
Yeah.
Let me add.
Yeah.
Right? I already put 1 million. What's another
200.
50,000?
Yes.
No, even 50,000.
Yeah.
Because I put 1 million.
Yeah.
But then I put 1,050,000. What's another 100,000? I'm so close for success.
Yeah.
So in all of these social media platforms, they look at this investment. The more you take actions and you get variable reward, the more invested you will be, the more the trigger now is set up. Board means app.
Yeah.
Because they will create the habit when it becomes linked to an emotion. When your action is linked to an emotion, done.
Wow.
Done. That's how it is.
That's how they're selling it for them.
Yes.
Yeah, because I couldn't understand. I couldn't get my head across this, how people sit there and watch one show maybe 10 times. I thought it was just like today's society,
Yeah.
a lot of people have friends with their tablets and their phones, and they're not going out there and exploring. They're becoming more introvert now, and it just creates like, it's a family, it's the emotion,
Yeah.
as you said.
It's
an
the key
emotion.
word is emotion.
It's
If
emotion
the
for them.
word that people can take from this discussion, it's emotion. Even when you are publishing content online, you have to think of the emotion that you'll be triggering. If someone will watch this video or will read this text, how will they feel? Happy, angry, excited, bored? Because the emotion will drive the action afterwards.
True. Absolutely. Yeah, I feel that one. I actually really wanted to ask you that question, because of all your experience in this. Like, how do you stay authentic? Like, I can't get my head around this, but how would you stay authentic online without exposing too much of yourself?
So it's like two parts. So the second part is easier. When you are publishing online, you're not publishing 24 hours, right? So you can intentionally choose what to publish and what to share and what to show. And that's a given. Many times I forget that I need to say it because for me, it just makes sense. That's how life is. Even without social media, even in our life, I wouldn't share everything about myself with anyone, right? Even with friends, let alone with strangers. On social media, you are talking to strangers, right? How about when with your friends, many times you hide, and we should, like some personal information. So now what about social media? It's all strangers. So we have to intentionally think and decide what we will be sharing online, right? So that's one. With that, we have also to keep a personal touch, because if we don't look personal, if we don't think of the emotions, we will not be growing online. All right, we cannot become machines online. Right, we have to be personal, but we have to be very careful. So that's why I'm saying intentionally. It's not. I'm not saying that we should not share anything. No, we will be sharing, but we have to intentionally choose what to share. Right. The authenticity, it's what makes us unique in this world. The authenticity, it could be something that is external, but more importantly, it's internal. The authenticity comes from, and it's as simple as this, it comes from the experiences and the lessons we have lived. No two persons have lived the same thing. It could be in different countries, met with different friends, with different parents, with different teachers, with different, even like, let's say we are going to the same destination, right? We take the same plane, but one day apart. It will be a different experience.
Absolutely, yeah.
And each one of us authentically will learn and will grow and will change based on that experience uniquely. So authenticity, it's what has been compounding in our personalities. The experiences, the learnings, the struggles and the successes and the failures, all of that makes each one of us authentic and unique. You cannot find two person with the same experience. Impossible. Right? So when we know what has been compounding in our relationships, then we will be unique and authentic.
Yeah. Makes sense. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry with all the buts.
No, it's fine.
But don't you feel like a lot of people just portray themselves online, in terms of engaging. They want to engage people.
Yeah.
So it's not so authentic. But as you said, there were 8.5 billion people on this world, and I feel as well that 8.5 billion individual people have different mindsets, are unique
100%.
in their own ways,
100%.
But there is a pattern of people they want to follow on social media, or they want to follow on, like as you said, entertainment channels.
Yeah.
There is a pattern. This is what people, as you said, engagement. This is what people like. So a lot of people are thinking, let's just do this to get the hook.
Yeah.
Let's just do this. So I don't believe that there is authenticity and originality left. And
no, there is left, but people are always choosing the easy road, the easy path. And that's how we are wired as humans. Sometimes we like the shortcuts. Sometimes it's like, give me the steps to follow, right? And that's not because of the humanity. That's how the world has been for the last 100 years. when the new educational system was designed, it has been designed this way. Literally. It's, I give you the steps, you follow these steps, the teacher gives you a test, you have to answer the same way they have taught you before, or you don't get the grade. We have been conditioned to find the map and to follow it blindly, to copy the steps of the people who came before us. That's how we have been conditioned since early age. And this has been it's the education system that formatted us not to think necessarily freely, but to follow the lessons, to follow the steps of the ones before us.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, scientifically, they have discovered that how when we are born, we take more risk. The older we get, the less risk we take. It's as simple as that. So today in social media, people are not authentic because they are looking for quick fixes.
Yeah.
And even like some of the most viral content online is like Instagram algorithm for 2026. This framework will help you in 2025 on YouTube. And it's these titles, this is like, when you are drowning and you get
a lifeboat.
A lifeboat. Yeah. And that's what people are looking for. It's very easy, right? It's simple, yet it hurts, right? Yeah. But that's how it goes.
Of course, I don't believe that it should be done. As I said, I look at people with the way of, they had their own experiences. They're going to challenge and then they're going to portray the way they want to show how they've come across,
Yes.
It's just to have that chain of copiness is something which is
100%.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So I actually wanted to speak to you. So this show is about personal, as we spoke about a little bit of AI and stuff.
Yes.
I want to speak about culturally.
Right.
I want to know more about Tunisian culture. And I've heard some stories here and there. But I want to check with you. Like, first time for me, I'm a traveler. Okay, so I love to travel, and I keep. Whenever I have time, I keep traveling. So tell me something. Why should I go there? I want to go there, honestly.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I love that place. I've seen a lot of pictures. But to speak to a local, and how often do you go back home actually?
As often as I can.
MashaAllah, that's
like,
good.
Obviously,
but what would you tell me? What's the best places in terms of culture? I don't want
to sound biased.
You have to.
No,
it's your
but
country.
definitely, but it's more than that. That's the point. Tunisia might be even a logical choice, not even like a passionate choice.
Okay.
And it is. For tourists and for more. But let's talk about tourists. If you want to talk geography, it's a small country that has desert, beach, mountain, and forests in a very small area. So as a tourist, you can get the experience you can experience all sorts.
Okay.
Tunisia has the 4 seasons, so you can choose you want which one: spring, winter, summer, autumn. You have all of them. If you want to talk culturally, and this I tell it to my fellow men Tunisians, it's not because of our being strong, but Tunisia, its location, it's very strategic. So historically, for thousands of years, all civilizations had to pass through it. It's in the middle of the Mediterranean, and it's the most northern point of Africa. And it's the closest to Italy. So historically, we had 2 Punic wars between Carthage and Rome. So that's like, this is what has been happening for thousands of years. Tunisia is the home country of Hannibal, the world general, who took the elephants through the Alps to invade Rome.
Wow.
So, and if you check the movie Gladiator, like the gladiators were fighting in a place before going to Rome. So that place was Tunisia. So we have a Colosseum of our own, and we have all of that. And then the Muslims entered literally 1400 years ago, and we have a lot of Islamic culture and history there. But for me, I want to say, maybe if you are listening to what I'm saying, is Tunisia is a mix. And it's exactly what I'm talking about, even in personal branding. We are not in a box. We're not just one thing. We are Carthage, we are Rome, we are the Vandals, we are the Muslims, we are the Arabs, and they have all left something. Even like now, I remember it in 1492 when the Moriscos left Andalus and they came to North Africa. You have many villages who migrated from Andalus, now Spain and Portugal, right?
Yeah.
They would be in Tunisia and they would have like their cuisine imported there, and they left something.
Yeah.
And even before all of these, we have the Amazigh, what we call Amazigh, the original inhabitants of the Maghreb. It's like Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, and Mauritania. A lot of culture and heritage in our words, in our cuisine, in our traditions and culture.
Yeah.
So if you want to see a place that looks small but has so much wealth in history and culture, that's Tunisia.
MashaAllah, that's nice.
It's as simple as that.
Okay, so everything is nearby. So geographically,
So
from
from Tunis, all of the European capitals are within 3 hours by plane.
Oh wow,
All of them, from Germany to Portugal.
that's amazing. Yeah,
Because it's
just
in the middle,
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle, and the most northern. Morocco is closer to Europe
yeah,
because they have in the north, because Europe comes down, right?
yeah.
But the most northern point is in Tunisia.
Okay, and what about like the culture adaptation? Do you think it was more from the West or from Europe, or was more
But
from
that's the
the
point.
Middle East?
It's a lot.
It's like a mix of everything, yeah.
It's a melting pot.
Ah.
Tunisia, and historically it has been a melting pot.
Okay.
It didn't start 100 years ago or 200 years ago. It's like 4,000 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
All. So you would have the Phoenicians who would trade in Tunisia, then you would have the Romans who would migrate or fight, right?
Yeah.
And that's how.
Okay.
Even like before, in the last century, you would have like neighborhoods of Italians who migrate and live in Tunis, right?
So you've got a mix of everything.
Everything.
Ah, that's amazing. So your food must be amazing as well.
It is.
I have to try.
No, definitely. That's a challenge I take here in Dubai before even traveling.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Do you have nice restaurants here in Dubai?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We'll visit some of them.
Inshallah, let's do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Speaking about culture again.
Yes.
So was it easy for you to adapt? As you said, I did not know this. First time internet, it was in Tunisia.
Yes.
So
in the Arab world.
in the Arab world, yeah,
yes.
of course, yeah.
Yes,
So West was of the
yes, exactly.
Yeah, so
yes.
we have like in India. I'm from India.
Yes.
And we have the adaptation. We have different cities.
Yes.
We've got different states, so everything is a bit different.
It's a federal country. Yeah?
Yes. So when I met some Tunisians and Moroccans,
Yes.
they're very alike. I don't know if it's
It's the history.
It's the history, right?
Yeah, it's the history.
But when they come here, it's easy for them to adapt.
Yes.
It is true, right?
We have certain resilience
Mhm.
because, as I told you, maybe in the society itself, we see this mixture.
Mhm.
We are not like necessarily one thing, although we share that we have the Arab ethnicity, we speak Arabic, we are 99% Muslims, and we have something that we all share. But when we look at each other and we look at our heritage, we are by definition so different.
Mhm.
So when we migrate, we can, the resilience is so high.
Easily adapted.
But also for me, I grew up in Germany.
Okay.
So for me, my father was a migrant in Germany, and I it did not come like as something for first time in my life. I'm used to living abroad. I know, and in Tunisia, being in where we are so linked from a very early age to Europe, and we know that we can travel and we speak many languages, and it makes it easier for us.
That's nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, I like speaking about culture, and as I said, it was borderless because I really want to get to know people, and this is how with each and every culture, it's so beautiful.
But it's interesting when you notice about Tunisians, Moroccans. But I would say that from Mauritania to Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, we have so much in common. So like the main dish, it's couscous.
Yeah.
It's the same in the 5 countries,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
If you would look at our dresses, it's not this. It's not the same, but it's similar.
Mm-hmm.
We share ethnicities. So we all share in the Arab ethnicity. We all share in the Amazigh ethnicity, and we have a lot of in common. And unfortunately, we were all occupied by France. So also we share that history.
So it's do you speak French as well there?
Yeah.
Oh.
French is my second language.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
nice. All right, so moving on. We
Yes.
spoke about this and future,
Mhm.
legacy and big ideas. Yeah, that's something
Yep.
which is interesting for a lot of people. And your perspective on this, like, I want to know. So, if the future is ours, what's the first mental shift people might see to own today?
The first mental shift is knowing that we can dare to dream today. That's the biggest change that happened in the last 20 years. In my generation, there was the innovation or the revolution was in transportation. People moving from country to country, it was never this easy. Travels used to be in days, not in
Yeah,
hours.
ships.
Right? Ships or land
Walking, yeah.
right? So this is a huge revolution,
Yeah.
and it has opened so many gates.
Mm-hmm.
Two, technology and access. The revolution of access for everything, access to information, access to education, access to work power, access to markets. This has never been seen.
Mm.
So why I'm saying even my mission is to inspire people to dare to dream and to follow through their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is no more excuses. In our third world countries, it's very easy to give excuses that I have a bad passport, I didn't have access to education, I don't have money, I don't have markets, all excuses.
Mm.
Today, between you and your dream might be just one Google search.
Mm.
You just go to Google, or today you have even AI,
Yeah.
and you put a prompt. Literally, when I was studying, for me to study abroad, I had to send letters and requests, and being already having already graduated in computer engineering, and it was not given.
Mm.
Today, someone without a high school diploma can go online and take a course from Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Wow.
This kind of access,
Mm.
it's revolutionary,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right? So for me, the skill or the mindset that I want to change is stop dreaming small.
Mm-hmm.
Dare to dream big. Why? Because everything is possible. And every big change starts from learning. So you want to learn, you have free education on YouTube, and you even have free education from the biggest universities of the world.
Mm.
Then you want to find someone who can help you or guide you or mentor you, just go online.
Mm.
You will find so many mentorship platforms who want to give back to the society,
Yeah.
and you will get a mentor for free. You want to find someone who will help you build, so many platforms.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have a bigger market, sell online.
Mm.
There is no reason today anymore for dreaming small.
No more excuses.
No excuses. So that's the mindset I want to change.
That's amazing, and that should be there. I've heard this is a very famous saying: from your dream to achieving it, there's only one person. It's yourself.
Yep.
You have to go out there. You have to give your 100%, and if you want to grab it, it's all up to your hands. So
Yeah.
And it's made so easy. Like, I used to listen to my grandfather. I'm sure you have heard this as well.
Yes.
Like, if I had to go to school, I had to cross a mountain, I had to go through a river. Did you have that experience?
Of course.
So now what we're going to give to our kids is just accessibility to
100%.
everything. Whatever your dream is, you can achieve it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
As silly as it may sound, the 100 miles or the 100 steps between your dream and achieving it, the first one is just getting up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because many people just keep sitting down.
Yeah.
And then they say, I have 100 steps. Take the first one. Stand up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Take the first step. That's the first step ever towards achieving your dream.
Then you can start walking, and then
That's it.
that's the thing. A lot of people are scared, and for you as well, you made it. You took
I'm
a lot
making
of
it.
you took a lot of steps,
Yes.
and you are where you want to be, and that's a mental thing. Okay, I want to grow, but at least where I see myself tomorrow. A lot of people plan 5 years. I don't do that. Let's do tomorrow first. Let's you have a mental plan
Yeah.
of what you want to achieve in the future.
You have to have a North Star.
Absolutely.
That's not even five years. That's your life.
Exactly.
Your North Star.
What do you want?
And then everything you do, even sometimes I say the food you eat, is it helping you to reach that North Star? Right? Because you need to think about your health, your mind, your soul, everything. It's not just one thing.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, as humans, we have all. We have the body, the mind, and the soul.
Yeah.
And we have to take care of all of them
Absolutely.
to serve, to reach the Northern Star. The North Star.
Absolutely. And that's the way, it should be. So, what would you say to your 18-year-old self on this purpose? About purpose of, if you could speak to him. Yeah.
In my day and age, so 18, I was graduating from high school. It was that year later that I got access to internet personally. So I was still ignorant about what would happen, right?
Why?
Because I was still
you were young,
naive.
Yeah.
Right? Because when we are growing up, before the internet, we would think that our high school is the world. That's it. That's our whole world. The friends we have in high school, that 20 or 30, these are the people we know in our age, right? It's not you go online and then you can exchange friends. Okay, I don't like you, I block you, and then I'll have a new friend. No, it didn't used to work like that, right?
Yeah.
So for me, if I would go back to my 18 years old, I would open his eyes more and I would make him appreciate more what he had or what I had.
Yeah.
It's appreciating because those relationships, they were pure.
Yeah.
They were very pure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was amazing,
Yeah.
But would you guide him towards more in this area of your expertise at the moment?
No, I think he was in the right path already.
Yeah?
Yes. I mean, I went to engineering, I went to computer engineering. That happened
He
on
was
its
in the
own.
right path,
Exactly. That happened on its own.
Yeah, that's good then.
Yes. I was lucky to get access to that.
Yeah, absolutely,
Right,
And not a lot of people back in that day even knew what internet was.
Yeah.
And then internet started with you how? Like, did you have the www, the websites first?
Yeah. So for my first email was from Yahoo,
Yeah.
1999, and then started. I had a strategy game. I used to play also online. Yeah, Age of Empires. I used to
Age
play.
of Empires, of course.
Yes.
How about Orkut? Were you on Orkut? Yeah, that was the main thing back then. Right?
Yes.
I used to remember that one. Tell me one book you would recommend everyone to read that's going to change your life.
It's the one that put me in this journey of personal branding, and it's Start With Why by Simon Sinek.
Why?
Start With Why.
Start with why.
Yeah,
okay.
It's called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. It is the book that changed my whole life.
Your perspective as well.
Yeah.
On a lot of things.
Start With Why, when I recommend it, I say it is the book that will give you answers to questions you did not know that you needed to ask. The TED Talk of Start With Why, I think currently is the third most watched TED video ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What is it about?
It's about, so he created like 3 circles. So the middle one is why, the one out of it is how, and then the outer one is what. So start with why, not with the what. Everybody will tell you what they do. Very few will tell you how they do it, and very few will tell you why they do it. And the one who changed the world and the leaders who change the people whom they lead, they start with why, not with the what.
Okay. I will read this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've come across this, but I'm not sure yet. What excites you, like for the future? What is something that you're looking forward to? And you told me about a book. I'm
Yeah.
not sure should I say it or not,
Yeah,
but yeah, you're writing your own book.
I'm writing my book, but what excites me is far bigger than me. It's not about me, right?
Yeah.
So what excites me is when I see the humans and how they are innovating and still innovating,
Yeah.
and how when everyone is betting that humanity is dying, sometimes you see some things like no, I every day I bet on humans, and that's what excites me. How we as the creation of God, and that's what I believe in, that we are the highest creation of God, and in this world we are the ones changing it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And that's what really keeps the fire going.
No. And what's gonna scare you the most then for this future?
What scares me is when we lose our humanity, literally, as we touched on earlier. It's when we stop seeing other people as people, when we dehumanize ourselves.
Yeah.
And that scares me and that hurts me,
Yeah.
because it's just lost potential. We are the best, and we live in the best era. We have access to so much.
For everything, yeah.
We have access to everything, and we lose it. It's like just lost potential.
Yeah, absolutely. But what can we do to change it? We can't.
Being present online,
Yeah.
as thought leaders, growing online, inspiring people, inspiring generations to come, leaving a legacy behind us online, because it's gonna stay.
100%.
Right. So that's what I believe in, and that's what my service is: helping individuals be thought leaders online and leaving a legacy behind them online, inspiring this generation and generations to come.
That's beautiful. How would you give like tips to people who are gonna start online? Like, as you said, motivational, yes. The niche. I'm not sure. Should I mention it or not?
Sure.
But as we spoke earlier,
Yeah.
a lot of people keep saying, "What's your niche? What's your niche? What is this niche?"
Again, the niche is your what. We talked about the book, right? Start with why. Your niche is one of your whats. If you talk about the niche, you cannot have another niche. You're limiting your future. One of the examples that Simon Sinek talks about, I'm not sure in the video or in the book, he says, Apple never talks about what they produce. They do hardware, they do software, they do a lot of things, right? A company he mentioned called Dell Computers. They try to make TVs. They do monitors for their computers. They couldn't, because their name is Dell Computers. They only sell computers. You are in the niche of computers. Apple, they say everything we do would challenge the status quo. So in the 90s, they challenged the music industry. They created the iTunes. Instead of buying a whole CD, you can buy a song and it stays with you forever. They changed the whole industry.
Yeah.
It's not about the MacBook or the phones that came later or the tablets that came later or the MP3 player, the iPod. No. Because they are not in a niche. They did not put themselves in a niche. That's for companies.
Yeah.
Now for people. If you are looking for a job and you want to be this title, you think that you have to show that this is the title. Now we live in a world that is borderless. If I'm looking for an employee for this title, I have 1,000 to choose from. Literally. Because of the internet. What will make the difference? Why would I hire this person and not this person? The personal skills, the soft skills, the other things outside of the niche. Because at the end of the day, it's people and human connections.
Absolutely.
So that's that. And that's about the presence online. I want to see that you are an authority. I want to see that you are an expert in one or more fields, not necessarily in one, but also I want to see the personal values, because we connect on personal values.
Yeah.
That's what makes the connection stronger, right?
Mhm.
There is one thing I talk about about being present social media. If you want to be present on social media, you have to make sure that you are a social person.
Mm.
And being social demands many skills. Being social is being giver first,
Mm.
not taker. Many people are present online and they just want, I post and then like my content and then thank you. No.
Mm.
What are you giving to the community?
Yeah.
You have to be giver. Being social, having the social skills and the interpersonal skills of listening, of respecting, of being empathetic, of all of these skills.
Yeah.
Then you can be on social media, not as a toxic person,
Yeah.
right? The other thing I would say, if you want to grow on social media, you have to network.
Absolutely.
You
That's
have to
the
go
basic.
to offline networks.
Mhm.
You have to build relationships, right?
Mhm.
And that's the only way you can grow your presence online.
Yeah.
Because when you meet offline, you will learn new things. The people who you will create with whom you will create a connection offline will be your biggest supporters online
Mhm.
because they know you.
Yeah.
If I follow someone, I never met them or I never had like a discussion with them, I don't feel his content.
Mm.
But if we met and we discussed, like, yeah, I know him,
Yeah.
I will support him.
Yeah.
So make sure to build these relationships
Yeah.
offline.
It's absolutely necessary.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and in any industry or anything,
100%.
it's this is how if you're not doing your networking, you're never gonna know what your peers and what your colleagues and what your
And the world, because you don't
Absolutely.
need to be networking with only people from your industry.
no way.
It's the whole
Everyone,
world.
yes,
Exactly.
Yes. So I'm a person where I can speak to someone about football. I can speak about politics. I can speak about a lot of things. This is how I network, and if this is our job, we do everything else. But we will not network about the main thing. This is how networking should be. You're trying to understand the person across you. You're not trying to understand, as you said, he's providing the same service 50,000 people are providing.
Exactly.
But why would you choose him?
Exactly.
It's about the personal touch. It's
100%.
about the personal interest as well.
Yes.
It's about how a person looks and makes, on the first go, everyone could sugarcoat the whole way. But you get that sense of feeling, this is not the right guy.
Yes.
Or this, you have that feeling.
It's not being like bad or good. It's are we a good fit or not?
Intentions.
It's being a good fit or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, I can work with 100, but I would really love to work with 10. The 10 that I will enjoy
Mm-hmm.
as I'm working with them,
Yeah.
right? It's are we a good fit?
Absolutely. But at the moment,
Yes.
a lot of people I come across, especially I have this problem, not problem, I would say.
Yeah.
It's a thing in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about work.
Mm.
Everything around you and around your conversations come back to work. And I feel it's positive in some cases. But secondly, when you're coming far from home and you've got limited time, this world has got limited time.
I would just tell you maybe change your network. Because literally in Dubai you find everything,
Yeah.
right? There are so many people who are just, you can go to networking for personal reasons, not for business,
Yeah.
right? You have to have variety.
Absolutely.
You have to have a variety.
Yeah.
Yes, in Dubai, it's very sometimes materialistic driven. Is what you are wearing, what you are driving, where you are living, who are you meeting with. Yes, but also in Dubai, you find it's one of the fewer places, if not the only places, where you find almost 200 nationalities.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. And I applaud you for this podcast and your interest in learning about all of these cultures.
Yeah.
Yes, because in Dubai, you can go this deep in many cultures.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. And that's the power.
Absolutely. And I love, to people to see different, because most of my background, they don't know more about different nationalities. And in Dubai, when I wake up, I open my door, it's Assalamu alaikum, and then I walk 2 steps, bonjour.
Oh my God.
It's like every second person
Amazing.
I meet is from a different country.
Correct.
I stand by and I speak with them. Especially we got a lot of people from Africa here,
Yes.
and you have a lot of people from, of course, India. But that's the thing, like the culture. People have that misconception about India.
Mm.
Every state in our country has a different culture. Do you know this?
Yes.
And a lot of people think that, oh, you're Indian. We are Indians, end of the day, but still, every one of us has a different cultural
Traditions,
tradition,
cuisines,
this and
yeah,
that, everything.
Yeah.
So, like this, when I understood
History.
that we in India itself have created borders, so everywhere is something nice to learn. So that's how I started this, learning from people, speaking with people about this, and try to understand and show my world that it is more to what you think.
100%.
And especially with the innovation, especially with
access, it's accessibility. There is
accessibility.
more.
And in a lot of countries, as you said, still in parts of India there was no internet. In parts of Africa, there is still no internet.
100%.
For them to get accessibility, 2025, a lot of people I know have given out free internet for them to just learn.
Amazing.
Just learn,
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
See, when I tell you what excites me is about humanity, being a human.
It's still there.
Yes,
absolutely still there.
Of course.
And I think to be a person, like a good person, is, as you said, is share information.
Share resources.
It's just share
information. And
don't look for
everything.
Something coming back. Yep. Just give.
Be a giver first.
Absolutely.
Be a giver first.
That's something I really like, about you. When I came across your content as well, you are a person who wants to educate people, wants to show them how not to live life, but at least show them the right direction or what needs to be done. And I applaud you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and honestly, it's a learning process, even for me, and I'm still learning.
Absolutely, we're humans. And we learn every day.
Life.
Yeah,
that's life.
That's life.
Yeah, it's a continuous line till the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, when have you felt the most borderless in your life?
I think every day, and every day more. So it's not the feeling is growing, but. I think the feeling is born with every one of us. When we are born, we are borderless. We don't have limitations. We want to try. We have all the freedom in the world. But then we start getting borders the more we grow, right? Some people will be lucky to get out of the borders and the prison, and some people will be stuck in them for life. So for me, I remember the first question that came to my mind were when I was in high school. I was good in science and literature, but I had to choose one of them, and I didn't like that. That was the first time I had like a question in my mind. Why do I need to choose one for my education?
You want to do both of them?
Yes. Yes.
And did you achieve that?
No, of course I couldn't at that time, but now I am.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And literature is something which is really amazing and beautiful to learn.
Languages, and it's the cultures, and that's how cultures are passed to the other generations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you are going to pass on that message to kids, and who are just trying to shape up their life and trying to do something, how would you tell them to be borderless?
See, for me now, everyone who calls themselves a teacher, because we're all teachers. Teacher, it used to be being on a high pedestal, and kids would come to learn. Not anymore. Now teachers have to be present where the students are. So the students are on social media. If you want to teach, be on social media. If you want to inspire, if you want to impact, if you want to change people's lives, be on social media.
Absolutely.
All right. Don't be in a corner or sitting in a coffee shop and just complaining about... no, do something.
Yeah. So just before we give away, I just want to speak to you about the last things, yeah?
Yes.
What is one output that you want to give, like, we spoke about the world, but
Yes,
in a different perspective, I want to tell you, what is one output you want to give back to your legacy when you're not here? Not social media,
Yeah.
but just in life. What would that one thing be that you want to change?
See, something about change. Today, the misconception we have, we think of big.
Mm-hmm.
What I believe in is if I change one person's life, that's enough. Because many times, there'll be the ripple effect. And for me, I don't take anything for granted. So what I want is every individual to be taken care of. No one to be left behind. No gender, no age, no education, no societal classification. We are all humans, equal, and we can all leave a legacy, and we can all be thought leaders. And for me, I want like my legacy to be the technology optimist.
Technology. That's going to be on your tombstone as well.
Yes. No, not necessarily, but yeah,
Yeah.
remembered by it.
Absolutely. That's
Thank
good.
you very much.
No, that's really good.